be seeing? A spectacle, a cavalcade of dancing lights trying to hype this crowd into a frenzy, and it's working because they know what a huge matchup is in store. Welcome, everyone, to the shores of the Tennessee River, Neyland Stadium, home of the Volunteers. As we'll see the number 3 team in the country, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on the 19th ranked team in the league alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Volunteers will boot it away to start the game. On the run from inside his own 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. So Georgia's offense will have the football first. Blowouts in rivalry games can be the result of a number of factors. Sometimes teams start pressing, sometimes it just gets away, sometimes they didn't have the right mindset. The last time they got together, lopsided. What happens this time, David?
But either way, last time affects this time because all you've heard about is we weren't even competitive. This is a rivalry game, a big-time game. We didn't show up. We dishonored our previous teams and squads, and we've got to do better. That's all they've heard coming into this game, Bob.
Yeah, David, I think that was the story the last time these teams played. One team handled the emotion of the game better than the other team. You've got to be able to play within yourself and play one snap at a time. That last game got away from the losing team. I don't expect that to happen today.
They'll try to power their way ahead. They got 0 push up front, and they stopped him in the backfield. Georgia lining up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. Wouldn't call it a shank, but I don't think he'll include it on his greatest hits. The Volunteers offense will go to work for the first time. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone. And you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming to this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line here.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all the stuff.
And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
And that is how you silence this raucous crowd. Defensively on the road. First drive of the game, setting the tone, getting a huge sack on 3rd down.
The Vols will call on their punt team. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about doing that right now.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Neyland Stadium alive, a cauldron of orange noise on 3rd down. Back to throw, it's Stockton. Completes it in the middle. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
On fourth down, going to the air. And the incomplete pass turns it over in their own end. This offense has it with really good field position. They'll run it from the gun. He's going to lose a yard on that one. The Volunteers headed quickly to the line.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
And they pick up just a few on that completion. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's a heat. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. And the Vols decide to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive, knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those fourth down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Caught near the sticks. It's Branch. Turning on the Jets. They finally get him on the ground, and this junior turning in a big play after the catch. Now, last year, there were long stretches in which the Georgia offense hardly looked like a well-oiled machine. Now the quarterback's transferred, new full-time starter in there. I think it's fair to say, David, that the Dogs need more in the quarterback position this season.
They do need more, but I tell you what, they didn't help him the whole spot around, right? The offensive line, running backs, receivers, it was kind of below average for every position, but the quarterback is the tone setter, the captain, and having a guy like Gunner at the helm, man, this is a dude they all trust, they all respect, and I expect this offense to bounce back in a big way.
Well, based on that, we can hope to see a little more offensive explosion here in the second quarter as we get ready to get things started. First play of the period, first down here. Here's a quick throw out to the left. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged, but when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
The Dogs are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Quickly to the tight end. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36. They get the conversion there. He used his size and nice moves to get past the chains.
And I like that. Third and short. Find the big fella, the soft hands, make a quick little move, make the completion, get the first down.
They'll pick up 4, second and 6 coming.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Not a whole lot of room as he gets a couple inside the 30 to the 29.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. We saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical.
Looking to pass. It's Stockton. Bought a little time. Lets it go. Converts on fourth down, and he's still going. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
I mean, good news here, they get the completion. Bad news, though, not enough to pick up the first down. The target there, he's got to do a better job understanding where the first down marker is, make sure he gets the right depth on his route. Now, all of a sudden, head coach has a big decision.
So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. Looking to throw on first down. Got a man, it's Branch. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the completion. He turns it upfield, and he moves the sticks.
Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. To the air on second down. Scrambling away. He caught it. And he will score. Touchdown, Dogs. They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big...
That much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score now.
Had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming. Picked off. What a play to set him up. He'll go down right there, but what a big play to come up with that turnover.
Rain, sleet, snow, sun shining. I don't care. I get interceptions. Give me that rock.
Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Under fire. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
In the last couple of weeks, man, you're getting a lot of consistency from this QB. And you got to love it as a play caller, man. You can drop him back. You can throw the ball a ton. You can trust him. Getting the ball to different wide receivers. He's really in a good groove the last couple of games.
Wrestled out of bounds at the 12, and another productive play on this drive. It's 1st and 10 from the 13. Shakes off the... Got some room, entered to the goal line. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Georgia!
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point makes it 14-0. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
ACC action, fellas, and all week there's been intrigue about this one. Georgia Tech has the lead right now, but if this team has taught us anything over the years, it's that no lead is safe inside Bobby Dodd Stadium. They're up by 4 over Clemson. It wouldn't be the ACC if there weren't this kind of storyline, guys, and we promise to keep you posted.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Tennessee ready to go to work the big orange offense on the field. Running out of time here in the first half, and they do have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and get them the football on this drive. You're down in the game. There's obviously a lot of football left, David, but on this drive, in this 2-minute situation, best players got to touch the ball.
And this could get into pressing mode, right? Like
intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Didn't have a lot of room to run after the pick, but he's done his job. They have it at the 44. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Using his legs, it's Frazier. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Through the air, it's Stockton. Throws toward the end zone. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're scaring at 3rd.
You see them there taking the shot. I think the thought process is look, we've had so much success early in this game running the football. Let's see if we can now take advantage of the defense throwing the ball over their head. They're going to be expecting run. Safeties and linebackers are all going to be playing downhill trying to stop that. If we get the one-on-one opportunities to the outside, we have got to take shots. That one fell incomplete, but they should keep trying this as the game goes on.
Despite failing earlier on 4th down, they will try again here. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. Tight end getting vertical. Brought down at the 31. It is a 1st down. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Makes the catch. It's Staley. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The offense calls timeout. It's the 2nd one they've used this half. From the gun, to give, looking for room. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
And after that last sack, man, you could just see it. They are feeling themselves. After pitching a shutout last week, after dominating early in this game, it just seems like they're playing with a different aggression and a different level of intensity than what their opponent is. They have been so dumb.
Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. It is good. Now the lead is down to 11. So they put the field goal on the board and about to kick it away, and hoping that'll be the final points of this first half. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Leaves it with the back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Bulldogs will kick it off to start the second half. From inside the 15, here's the return. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Those 2 first-half turnovers really damaging, and the primary reason they find themselves trailing to start the 3rd quarter.
And this is an offense that prides themselves on taking care of the football and then having explosive plays. You know they're playing angry right now. They're mad. They know they're the reason why they're down in this game, so I expect them to come out here, lighten it up here for the first drive of the second half.
Yeah, and this defense playing fast, playing physical, forcing things into action, forcing those turnovers. They played really well in this first half.
And the Volunteers will hustle to the line.
Well, I think you're starting to see some examples of why this guy is inexperienced than a freshman quarterback, right? Obviously, he's thrown a couple picks earlier in the game. That scramble right there, he's got to get down. He's got to take care of himself and slide. Great job, nice athleticism, good decision to take off scrambling and help his offense, but you really are seeing his inexperience shine through here in this game.
QB got it himself. At the 35, he's loose. Turning it on. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee.
And you see the option being such a pain in the behind of the best programs in college football. When you got quarterbacks that have those multiple options, they're making you play very disciplined.
And the quarterback is sacked. Big play by the defense that is probably going to be wiped out by that penalty flag. I think they jumped offside. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Back to throw, it's Stockton. Takes a hit as he fires. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
Good, wide open, big play opportunity. Hits him right between the numbers. You got to make that play. Those are one of those where I tap my helmet like, dude, that was me. That was on me. My bad. Give me another opportunity later on.
And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. On 3rd and short, the power run here. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
Looking to scramble. He'll get rid of it. And they gambled in their own end, turn it over on downs, and now the other offense is set up. So here is the Tennessee offense. They'll operate out of split backs. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12.
And this offense on 1st down, man, they go backwards. And they've built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
The Vols are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. Grabbed behind the line, it's Thomas. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. And here comes the field goal unit for the 2nd time tonight. And is such just inside that right upright. That slices the lead to 2.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. From inside the 10, here he comes. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Both of these defenses a little bent, but not breaking in clutch situations, Dave.
It's always exciting when you can go for it on 4th down and you know your defense will...
Oh, out of space. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the 1st down.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field. What a big game for the offense.
Looking left. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking for a man. It's Stockton. Got it in the middle. It's Branch. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the 1st down. The noise reverberating off the checkerboards in Neyland on 3rd down. Catch in the middle. It's Young. Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they've got it at the 33.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle.
Fires toward the end zone. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. They go to the wide receiver screen. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Well, give the defense credit on that one, because they knew coming into this one that they were going to try to get this receiver the ball in a variety of ways. They were ready for the screen there, and they create a negative play.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. He can't make the grab. It's incomplete, but there is a flag, and I believe this is going to be pass interference.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the... Looking for the end zone. Pass is broken up, incomplete as they were trying to strike for 6.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
We've reached the break, and Georgia is on top. They've done the work to build a nice cushion. Now to bring it home as we check out the stats after 3 quarters. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. Grab behind the line. It's Bell. Bust through behind his pad. So close to that end zone. He can almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. And this defense has to step forward. Not only do they have to get a stop, they've got to do it quickly to keep that time from running down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Wants to throw. It's Stockton. Rushes on him. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
Nice job by this defense, man. Playing aggressive, playing physical, taking away the easy stuff on the perimeter. Nice job rushing the quarterback, bringing more bodies near the line of scrimmage, getting the sack, and forcing the 3rd down and goal.
Wants to throw for it on 3rd and goal. And the misfire goes out of the back of the end zone.
And those sting for offenses, man. You've got an opportunity to get in the end zone, to get the touchdown. It's not easy. It's hard to get guys open. He comes open, and the quarterback, man, I bet he wishes he had that one back.
Absolutely perfect. Now it'll take a touchdown to beat them, a 5-point lead here in the 4th. After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. From inside the 15, chance for a good return. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot, and now let's see if they can pull this one out. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. The Volunteers want to move quickly. The Dogs haven't just been hungry, they've been famished. They have just eaten up this offense all day.
Everything they've tried to do hasn't worked. This defense, not only are they well organized, not only are they talented, they're well coached, they listen, they play so hard, they don't give you a thing.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4. And the Vols with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. They'll run play action. Here comes the heat. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. And the Volunteers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Back to pass, it's Aguilar. Unloads to the wideout. Grabbed over the middle. It's Staley. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. The Vols are moving quickly down the field. Quarterback on the keeper. Touchdown Volunteers! And they've moved out front here in the fourth.
And this offense really showing their physicality, running the football when it matters, in the fourth quarter, in crunch time, to take the lead in this football game.
And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. This is everything you could hope for in a rivalry game like this. Close game, waning moments, history waiting to be made, guys.
And it's moments like this why you come and play for these two schools, right? To play in a game like this, in a rivalry like this, in a situation, David, game on the line late, who's going to take it?
And you know when you make this play, you're immortalized. With this kind of rivalry, these are the highlights they'll be showing for years. Everybody will be like, I remember when so-and-so made that play against our biggest rival to seal the deal.
And the Bulldogs can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wants to go up top. Got his man downfield. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
And that was a nice throw by the QB. When you see that drag route coming across the field, how about putting the ball right on his numbers? Not high, not low, where he has to stop his momentum. Right on the numbers where he can catch it, keep running, and chew up some yards after the catch.
The defense is going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Good spot here with second and short. From the gun, running back gets to give. Crosses the 30 to the 29 before he stopped. Pick up a 5 on the play. It's a first down. The defense calls the timeout. Their second of the day as they try to get their act together. The Dogs pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Hand off to Jones. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Defense has to use a timeout, and this call will be big. Now the play fake. Flushed out of the pocket. He'll try to do it himself. Inside the 20-yard line. Pushed out at the 18, and they're in business. Neyland Stadium alive. A cauldron of orange noise on third down. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into fourth down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Down a possession here in the fourth, and they'll need to convert on this fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got it, first down and more. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that fourth down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
Already in a great spot to kick a field goal. It's first and goal, and a late touchdown would be even better. There was just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss. Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. He is going nowhere. Stopped at the line of scrimmage.
And man, with that run, I think it kind of handcuffs you. I think you want to save that last time out when you need it for your field goal unit or whatever that looks like. Running the football there and then keeping...
Touchdown Bulldogs! They move on top here in the fourth.
Well, and the offense shows you what they're made of. They're scoring the touchdown. They take the lead with only seconds to go, and now it's on the defense to ice this thing when they take the field.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. He'll bring it back from inside the 15. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Sends it back in motion. Scanning the field, it's Aguilar. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming. Got to get everybody lined up quickly, time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. Wants to throw and not much time to work with. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And he throws another interception, his third of the night. Not a lot of room on the return, but he'd already got the most important thing, the ball, and they have it at the 46. How much fun was that? I mean, you just dream of having games like that every time you go into the booth. I'll watch those two teams play anytime.
Yeah, that's what's fun about good teams. Really great talent on the field. Palmer, unfortunately, somebody had to lose.
Yeah, and the higher-ranked team was ranked higher for a reason. At the end of the day, when it came down to it, they made the biggest plays in the most critical moments. Both of these teams have tremendous playmakers, and they're both going to make a lot of noise late in the college football season, but give the higher-ranked team tons of credit. They earned this one.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.